apologize. That was a simple mistake that has never happened to me before. Well, has, but not in that way. I was rushing through things, and then I got online, I ate an egg, and I was like, dang. So anyway, now that we got that out the way, let's get down to why I am on live 10 to 12 platforms. I didn't come on here to talk about a misspelled word. I didn't come on here to sit up there and be belligerent or negative about Black people. Ask yourself, what have you done for your history? And what do you know about your history? You know, Black people and white people and a lot of people, but mostly Black people, they go off of word of mouth. Like people do that on a regular, but they definitely do that on a regular. And it's like people like Beyonce, people like D.L. Hughley, they come out, and other Black politicians and other Black actresses, influencers, and they come out, and some of them recklessly say that this is Jim Crow 2.0. Now, like I said earlier, I said to myself, dang, so, people keep talking about picking cotton. And I'm like, dang, they got job requests for that? What's that? How do you get started? How do you get started picking cotton? Like, is it on USA Jobs? Is it is it on a job site that is, a valid job site where it's saying, you know, pick cotton pickers, you must be Black or Hispanic, and you must know how to use your hands. Period. They keep screaming it. And I want to know why. That's all. I seek to know answers. Why do you keep talking about picking cotton? People that aren't educated like me, in the back of my mind, I'm going, wow, there are really Black and Hispanic people picking cotton. Now, pause. Have you seen a commercial, a video, except for AI? Have you seen a commercial, a valid CNN commercial, a valid ABC, NBC, CBS? Have you seen any of those with a bunch of people in FUBU outfits and, you know, a Hirachi band just picking cotton? Have you seen that? They would have just made a slow-mo of a bunch of people on the field picking cotton. Then it would be Jim Crow 2.0. And that's still not touching Jim Crow. You have to be violent, intimidate. And that is all for 7 long presidents that they have been doing to us. Being violent and intimidating us. And yet we submit to them. And we listen to them. We always engage with activity with the Democrats. And they always submit because they think that their money outspends their power. So you get these characters. You get these characters online talking for publicity stunts to disassociate, because that's all they do is disassociate the Black community. It's no longer about who's on top. How have your life been to Chicago ghettos? How have your life been to Charlotte, Mecklenburg, Greelton Court? How have your life been to that St. Paul, Minnesota? How have y'all life been to LA, California? How have y'all life changed dramatically over 47 years with 7 Democrat presidents under your belt? Tell me how that's changed. Tell me, what have they done for you? What? You're still in the slums. Some of y'all don't even have computers. Still, it's 2020, and that's the seriousness of it. No computer, no laptop, no phone. Generational wealth, generational slums. It's not your fault. But if you sit up there and keep listening to people that have money and it's telling you and paying the story to get more money, yes. What's going on with those reparations? Everything I said, I'm going to read from facts. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Everything I'm doing, I'm going to read from facts. I'm going to read from facts. I am about to read from facts, from word for word, verbatim for verbatim. The redistricting, which the Supreme Court ruled in his favor, has caused Latinos, Asians, and Blacks to be able to live in a cohesive type setting where there's more voting and more privilege for them to speak out within their community. It's no longer Blacks with the Blacks, Asians with the Asians, and whites with the whites. This will benefit. I mean, how much power should D.L. Hughley have when he's doing a serious interview in a car? He's in a car. Like, I could see if he had his tooth pulled. Like, I remember I got my tooth pulled and I was in a car interviewing people the same day. But you have no excuse. Put on a suit. You want to say, hold on for a second, y'all. I have to see. You know, while I'm saying that, like, they know about gerrymandering. They know about gerrymandering. They know. And that's what really, not, it doesn't enrage me. It makes me feel bad. That's sick. You know, like, they had 47 years for reparations. No one was talking about it during the Clinton administration, during the Bush administration, during the Obama administration. And as soon as Trump got into office, people sat up there and burnt part of the White House, which is a symbolic symbol. No coups. You have no coups to do that. Like, you got low level violence where maybe your child act out of line, you discipline them. Not because you're angry, but because you discipline them. And that is the nature of certain communities. They had paddles in school. That's low level violence. Then you got medium level violence where you're assaulting people. And then you got this shit. And it's like reparations is something that's supposed to be for Black people. Don't talk about it and have no action. States can do it. State government, they can do it. But they're in a big kerfuffle. Yes, they are a big, oh, he's on CNN. This was 7 years ago. His advice, it says, Dear Hughley on getting advice from white people. I cannot wait to see this. This is coming from a white person asking him about this. I cannot wait to see it. Let me get off of YouTube for a second. It's probably longer. Who knows? Give me a second. I want to see the video when he's in the car.